Good morning, dear students. So in the today's session we'll study the limitations of discrete regulators. So it has some limitations. So under this, first one is the voltage gets affected by various factors such as temperature, line changes, etc. So voltage will be get affected by various factors. Those are temperature and line changes. So if temperature and the line changes, if the temperature varies, the voltage gets affected. So second one is less reliable than integrated circuit regulators. So it is a less reliable than the integrated circuit regulators. So third one is all the protection circuits are to be added externally, which makes the circuit bulkier and heavier. By adding the protection circuits like diodes, so the circuit will be bulkier and heavier. So the more number of components, hence it will be costlier. If we are using the more number of components, then it will be costlier. It has a flexibility. So it has a less flexibility. So next, advantages of IC voltage regulators. First is it is easy to use. So voltage regulator are very easy to use. So next is it is greatly simplifies the power supply design. Already we have seen in the voltage fall regulator. Due to mass production, low in cost. So the cost is very less. IC voltage regulator cost is very less. So IC voltage regulators are versatile. So next is conveniently used for the local regulations. So it has the features like a protection, programmable output current voltage, boosting the internal short circuit current, limiting the etc. So next is classification of voltage regulators. So IC voltage regulator classified as fixed voltage regulator, adjustable voltage regulator and switching voltage regulator. For your syllabus, only adjustable voltage regulator is there. In that adjustable voltage regulator, they have used the LM317 ICs, that is 3-terminal adjustable regulator. They have used LM317. So LM317, it is a as we have seen in the classification, in between we have adjustable voltage regulator. Beside the adjustable voltage regulator, fixed voltage regulators and switching voltage regulators are there. So as we know, adjustable voltage regulator, we can adjust the output voltage. That is 1.2 volt to 57 voltage. In the 3-terminal adjustable regulator, they have given the value as 1.2 volt to 57 volt. We can adjust the output voltage. For such regulators, ICs are common terminal, which will plays the role of control of input terminals. So hence it is called as adjustment terminals. So the LM series, that is LM317 series, is the most commonly used in the 3-terminal adjustable regulators. So adjustable voltage regulators have the following advantages over the fixed voltage regulators. That is, first one is which will improve the line and the load regulation by factor of 10 or more. Next is, because of this improvement, overload protection and greater load and current can be drawn over the given operating temperature range. So the improvement of reliability for the power supply using these regulators. So these are the advantages of adjustable voltage regulator over the fixed voltage regulator. So this is a connection diagram of LM317 regulators. So this is a schematic diagram of LM317 and this is a functional diagram of LM317. So LM317 requires only two external resistance, that is R1 and R2, to set the required output voltage. So internally it develops the voltage reference. So that voltage reference value is 1.25 volt, that between output and the adjustable terminal. So this is which is denoted as V reference. So once we apply the KVL to the schematic diagram of LM317, we will get it as V out is equals to VR1 plus VR2. So that is V out is equals to IR1 into R1 plus IR1 plus adjustable current into R2. So I is equals to V by R. So the IR1 is equals to V reference by R1. That is 1.25 volt divided by R1. So to calculate the V out of adjustable regulator of LM317, that is V out is equals to 1.25 plus V reference divided by R1 into R2 plus adjustable R2. So that is 1.25 R1 plus R2 divided by R1 plus adjustable current R2. So therefore the current adjustable, that is current ADG, is very small, then hence the drop of ADJ R2 is very small, then it can be neglected. This part can be neglected. So we got as V out is equals to 1.25 plus 1 into 1 plus R2 by R1. So this is a output for LM317. So next is functional diagram of LM317. So this is a functional diagram of LM317, where generally capacitors are not required, but LM317 is very far for the power supply of filter, then the capacitors C1 and C2 are required. The input of the capacitor C1 is generally we have given as 0.1 microfarad, and C2 also we have given as 1 microfarad. So capacitor C1, it will eliminate the oscillation tendencies, and C2 we are using to improve the transient response. So to protect this all working principle, or else to protect these devices, we have provided the diodes. So this is a functional diagram of LM317, where it consisting of the capacitors and protecting diodes. So based on this LM317, we'll solve the problem. So that is, determine the regulated output voltage for the LM317 voltage regulators. So they have given the design where the R1 value is 220 ohm and R2 value is 1.5 kilo ohm. So we are solving this LM317 for 100 microamperes. So we have to take IADJ as 100 microamperes. So as we know, V out is equals to 1.25 into 1 plus R2 by R1 plus ADJ into R2. So put all the values and calculate for V out. You will get it as 9.92 voltage. So next is LM337 voltage regulators. This also comes under the 3-terminal adjustable voltage regulators. So these regulators are used to adjust the output voltage also. It has some features like the output current capacity in excess of 1.5 amperes. So it has the capacity of output current, that is 1.5 ampere. Next, the output voltage range is minus 1.2 volt to minus 47 volt. So the output voltage range is minus 1.2 volt to 47 volt. So it has a load regulation of 0.3% per volt and line regulation of 0.01% of percent per volt it has. So ripple rejection, it has high ripple rejection about 77 dB you can say. So next is connection of LM337 regulator. This is a connection diagram of LM337 regulators where the R1 and R2 are external resistance. To set the output voltage we are using the R1 and R2 as a external resistance. So the internally develops the reference voltage, that is minus 1.25. In LM317 we have used internal voltage reference, that is 1.25. In this LM337 we are using the voltage reference value as minus 1.25 between output and adjustable internal terminals. So this is a output for adjustable terminal, that is LM337, minus 1.25 into bracket 1 plus R2 by R1 plus minus of IADJ into R2. So as I said, the ADJ is very small, that can be neglected. So the Vout is equals to minus 1.25 into 1 plus R2 by R1. So next it has a practical adjustable negative voltage regulator using LM337. So this circuit will shows the capacitor C0 is necessary on the output side for the stability. To keep the system in stable, so we are using this diagram, that is adjustable negative voltage regulators. So it has internal block diagram also, that is 337 LM is having its internal block diagram where these transistors are connected to increase the output current capacity. So this is entire is the internal block diagram of LM337. So it has applications of adjusting the negative voltage regulators and current voltage regulators and programmable regulators. So these are the applications of LM337 regulators. So here completes your second module. So in the next session we'll start with the next module. Thank you.